Surprise!
Oh, geez, inside voice, please, babe.
Inside voice. Woo, I'm excited.
50 pack.
50 pack? Are you serious? They come in a 50 pack.
It was 10 a day to put up with you.
Tell you what good service. Look at this. I even take it in for you here. BCF. Love it. Oh, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's another morning and stuff's got to be done. We've just locked up the van. People ask us this a lot, don't they?
Yeah, what's the stuff that you don't see on video, which is like every day-to-day stuff that you do?
Is it boring? Is it fun?
No, it's got to be done.
It does. It's got to be done.
Like the washing, got to go and get some gas bottles filled, or gas bottle filled today. Got to go to Bunnings and get a couple of items.
Oh my gosh, seriously, Mr. B, Bunnings?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if you're going to Bunnings, I might fancy me a little...
No, you know what she's going to say, don't you?
Oh, seriously, I can't.
No, you can. I was waiting in the car.
And we've got some really important stuff today as well. We've got some celebrations.
Yep.
Which stick around. We've actually got a jam-packed episode, and again, like Mr. B said, it's the reality. This might be the stuff that you're thinking, you know, people that are traveling full-time like us, it's a holiday. Well, you know what, I'm going to stop you there, because it's not. We've still got stuff to do. I'm not going to bang on that, you know, it's the repetitious 9 to 5, but still stuff has to be done. So if you want to see what exactly gets done behind the scenes of traveling full-time,
yep,
come along today, because today we're going to show you what we do.
Just have a think of what you do at home on a daily basis that you probably forget about that you actually do to keep your home tidy and everything else. Now, we still need to do that. We just don't show it.
Exactly. And already yesterday, and I didn't capture that because you're knocking me around already, things got a little bit hectic yesterday. We had to wash the big rig, because the big rig was absolutely filthy. Tell them how much that cost.
That was $40.
40.
But we did go to the big truck wash where they have 2 hoses, 2 brushes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
it needed to be done.
Well, the pilliger actually smashed the van with dirt, dust and everything else. And when we went to the last place, they didn't actually have the facilities to get a van in. So I Googled it and found this place has 2 massive big truck washers, and I think it's 3 or 4 self-serve, as well as 2 electronic ones.
So it was good. It was good. And again, it was a job that had to be done. And you guys at home, after you've been on the weekends away, you can wash the van at home, but we can't. So $40, as we always say, money back into the community.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you probably go, oh, that's expensive, but that was
a full wash. That was like nearly half an hour.
Well, that was, yeah, well, both hoses were going for 22 minutes.
Exactly.
So the Hilux had been washed with Digger.
Yeah.
He just needed another quick clean.
But the van was
filthy. It was like dust and dust and more dust and dust, and even driving, you know, some dust comes off, but this was not coming off. I think it was a gift from the Pilliga.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's go. We are setting off, and you know what? I don't even think you know where we are. So on that note, if you're keen to stick around, get your vinos, get your coffees, get your whatevers, because you know what? You're coming with us for day-to-day jobs with life on the road full time. So we also get asked what happens to like parcels, not so much mail, because I guess like that's electronic and that sort of stuff these days, but if we need a parcel or Mr. B wants parts or stuff like that.
So what I usually do is I find out where the post office is going to be, and then I will actually ring the post mistress or master. Master.
Maybe we should be politically correct. The person that runs the post office.
Okay, I'll ring the person who runs the post office and just give them my details and just say, are they happy to receive a parcel on my behalf addressed to the post office? I've had it done a couple of times and there's no problems. As long as you just inform them, just be, you know, keep them in the loop and just say, look, I'm getting a parcel sent. Are you happy to receive it and keep it for me until I come in? And there's never, ever been a problem. So that's my suggestion if you need post stuff. When travelling around Australia.
I think probably the main, like you already covered, they'll actually keep it for a period of time, which I think is usually around about 2 to 3 weeks. So if for some reason we do get held up in a location and we're not going to get there, I would say, and what we have done previously is just give them a quick call just to let them know, but they do hold it there.
Yeah, they do.
And there's no charge for that either, guys. So if you were thinking, you know, how am I going to get parcels, how am I going to get bits and bobs with travelling full time, we haven't had a problem since we started, and yeah, it's just an easy process.
Yeah, what we've also done is we've actually got it sent back to G-Dad's, and then he's forwarded on for us.
Yeah.
So, and then you know that, you know, like you've contacted the post office, they're happy to receive it, and then he's just sent it on. So
yeah, exactly. So top tip for getting parcels, travelling full time. Job. We had to go grab a few groceries. The one thing that we do learn, we have learned on the road traveling, is we generally shop by specials. Yeah, we still like our little treats and stuff like that, but honestly, if something is drastically reduced, we sort of go, oh, okay, you know, let's buy that opposed to buying that. I've got to say too, having the Brass Monkey fridge in the back of Digger is a game changer. We did have a dual battery setup done in this Hilux as well. We had it previously and absolutely loved it, and it's really good because if you're just, you know, doing your shopping and you need to chuck stuff in the back, at least that way you know it's going to be cold and good when you get back to the van. Alrighty, next stop.
BCF.
BCF? Oh.
Boating, camping, fishing, none of that, just gas.
Gas refill?
Yeah.
Alrighty,
gas
BCF,
refill.
Here we go. They're really sneaky. They actually have no signs up as well, even though that was a patrol car. They have no signs up if it's a speed camera, hey? Yep. And they actually have even bomby cars parked on the side of the road, don't they?
Yeah, well that one's a BMW.
Yeah, but he was a highway patrol.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you know how they have up speed cameras and they're not even in like vans or good cars, they're in bomby ones too.
Yep.
Like totally random ones. We saw one, actually, didn't you see one the other day? It almost looked like it was a ute or something.
It was a ute with a canopy on the back.
Yeah. And
it had a ladder and it looked pretty crappy, but there was a little window cut out for the speed camera.
They're getting creative, I've got to say, and sometimes as well, depending on if it's a long weekend or school holidays, and you know, just in general, festive season, that's another one. They do double the fine and double demerit points. I'm not going to say that I'm against that, because I do think that there's a lot of people that are taking driving for granted.
Yep.
It shouldn't be. What do you say about driving?
It's an entitlement, not a right.
Yeah, exactly. And I think too, yeah, just be mindful of your surroundings when you're driving. I mean, since we've had the Blackview front and rear dash cam put in, we've actually captured some crazy stuff. But yeah, we never want to have to go through what we went through with the accident again. But for our peace of mind, we can record what's going on around us. So
yeah, just with the double demerits, we don't have that in Queensland.
No, New South Wales.
I
think Victoria do it as well.
Everywhere else, I think, apart from Queensland, have double demerits on long weekends and public holidays.
Mr. B, you're messing up my hair this morning, and I did make an effort.
I'm trying to stay cool. You got the aircon on?
No, I don't need the aircon on.
Use up all my diesel.
I'm enjoying the breeze, but like, you're messing up my hair. Come on, like we're going out today, and I did want to look a little bit, you know, a little bit pretty. Tell you what good service. Look at this. They even take it in for you here. BCF. Love it. Hey, Mr. B, are you going in there to buy something?
I was going to go for a look.
Oh, goodness. When he says he's got to go for a look at BCF, I just go ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Today, outstanding service, absolutely loved it. And I know I was banging on about Mr. B going in there and buying something, even though he's going to take off without me. I got this. I have been chasing this for a while now. It's actually the fry pan that goes into the Weber. I'll give you a little demo. I'm not sure if it's going to be in this episode. It has the detachable handle. It comes in 2 sizes. Yes, it is Weber, so you do pay a little bit extra, but I'm going to say definitely well worth it. I'm not sure what he's doing. We have got a couple of more stops, So hang with us, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. This is what happens. This is like a day with us doing stuff that needs to be done. What are you doing, Mr. B? Starting digger up twice.
No, I hit the wrong button.
What do you mean you hit the wrong button?
Well, I hit the wrong button.
I don't know. I don't know about you sometimes.
He's running so quiet and smooth, I forgot he was on.
What did you just say? You what? Taking me somewhere special?
Yep.
I love a good surprise.
Oh, geez, inside voice, please, babe.
Inside voice? Woo, I'm excited. Okay, well, I know we haven't given it away too much of where we are actually located at the moment. And we're having our day of what is really going on and what you do on a day-to-day basis sometimes while traveling Australia.
Yep.
So we are officially at Tamworth. Tamworth is the Australian country music capital of Australia. Now, I'm no good with my geographical directions. So where's Tamworth, Mr. B?
It's about, I want to say maybe 550 k's northwest of Sydney.
Well, there you go. And you know what it's famous for, other than being the #1 music festival capital? This. Ta-da! Look at it. Look how big it is, Mr. B.
It's huge.
It is huge. It is the golden guitar. I'm so excited. I've never seen a big guitar before, let alone it being golden. She's a beauty. Check it out. Wow, it's amazing. When's the festival? Well, we're not here for the festival, but the festival is on around about approximately, and double check if you do want to come, the last weekend in January. It's something that definitely books out really quickly. And yeah, it's meant to be amazing. However, it's not on while we're here. Oh well, on that note.
Hang on.
Yes, Mr. B?
It's 12 metres tall.
Whoa! What
and it's exact replica of the 22 centimetre one they get given when they win the Golden Guitar Award.
Wow, look at that. That is impressive, gotta say. Hang on a minute, have you got more fun facts on the guitar?
Yep.
What else did you find out?
It was officially opened on the 22nd of January.
Yeah.
1988 by Slim Dusty.
Oh, good old Slim Dusty. Well, there you go, guys. So if you were thinking of perhaps visiting Tamworth, come and check out the golden guitar. Anyway, on that note, we still got jobs to do, so we better get cracking. We have arrived at Bunnings officially. However, we didn't capture one little stop off that we did, and it was a little bit cheeky. Are you replenishing, Mr. B, after that?
Yep.
Because we were just like in awe again, weren't we? So you tell them what we've been doing as well since we've been travelling. We've been doing stops.
Okay, so we decided when we started travelling that we would visit every single Harley Davidson store in Australia. Have a chat to them, just let them know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we picked up a t-shirt.
We did. So, okay.
Oh, and I got Mrs. B this beautiful bag.
Yeah.
For when we go on day trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She can put all a little stuff in it.
Camera gear, bits and bobs, that type of thing. And you probably, I know some of you definitely that have been watching week to week, as I say this quite often. We literally just came back from Chiang Mai to see Mum and John. And we went to the Harley party there and the hog meeting and stuff. So we do get asked, especially Mr. B, do you have a Harley?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
Exactly. It is something that is, I guess...
It's in the pipeline.
In the pipeline. It is a dream of ours to, I guess, when we're able to get a bike. I mean, at the moment we can't tow a bike on the back of the van. However, if you come up with a creative idea...
Well, my idea was to get the, the base station.
Oh, yeah.
And put the bike in the back and stuff in the back. But then I think I'd need a new vehicle just to tow the base station.
I think we'd need the Chevy. That's going to be a whole different setup. But anyway, we did do a cheeky stop at Harley. Actually, I've got my bag here. Got my bag. Mr. B bought me a nice Harley bag. So yeah, anyway, on that note, we're going to go to Bunnings. We probably just spent money that we didn't need to spend, but hey,
it's okay.
You only live once. This way. Oh, okay. I don't know what we need here, but anyway, the thing is too, guys, sometimes when you are in a bigger town or city, that type of thing, when you know that you need things, you need to actually buy them then and there, because depending on what route we're going to take when we leave here, there may be nothing. So today's definitely a big spender because we've had to, you know, get this, that and everything else. So yeah, today is like ka-ching, 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 but it's not every week or even every month that we're actually outlaying more money for things. But again, it's just the reality. It's the reality of traveling full time, and this is what we have to do. Bunnings without spending too much money, didn't we?
Yep.
I think we just bought a bucket and a couple of what were those things? Velcro straps, and they didn't have one item that we've been looking for, so we're taking a leisurely little stroll across to one of Mr. B's shops again, Repco. I tell you, you're taking me from here to here to here to here today.
Hey, jobs are going to be done.
You thought it was a good idea to leave the car at Bunnings and walk.
The door was just around the corner.
And we've still been walking now for like a good 5 minutes.
Oh, crap, it's been 5 minutes.
It has. Like, this is wearing me out. This is wearing me out, honestly. I can't wait for this afternoon. We've still got more to do yet. Oh, here we go. We're at the door now.
What do we need to do?
We've got more things to do. We've got celebrations. We've got stuff to do. We've got jobs. Well, that was an epic fail. They didn't have what we wanted. And these things happen. So we will maybe evaluate plan B. Oh dear. It's not rainbows and unicorns today.
Later.
How long have I got?
No, whatever.
Oh, how exciting! Yes! Woohoo! So the one thing I do love to do is go me a op shop. And it's good because you can find some really cool stuff, and I love donating as well. Yeah, there's plenty in a lot of towns, but Vinnie's is definitely one of my favourites. So anyway, don't want to waste time. I'm on a schedule. Let's go to Vinnie's. Is that a good thing?
Yep.
In 500 meters,
Put your window up, Mr. B. You're messing my hair up again.
Parcel Highway.
We've just put the Google Maps on, and we tend to run between Google Maps and Waze, and it's so stupid. I've got to say, stupid. Google, you're stupid. We literally just came out of the street and there was a roundabout, and we could have simply just gone left, and she wanted us to go completely around the roundabout and then go left. That just does not make any sense, does it?
Nope.
No sense whatsoever. Any hoosies.
In 600 meters, at the roundabout,
Does she want to go around and roundabout again?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyways, any whoosies. Gotta say, we were just about to leave at the little Oppie, and there's a couple of other little industrial shops and stuff, and we just had this young fella come up to the Hilux, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
I did ask him if he wanted to be on the episode, and I'm sure you're watching, so you got to know who you are. So big shout out to you and your young fella that loves watching YouTube. Yeah, he watches us, and you know, said how great it was just randomly running into us. Who would have thought? And he's been watching our episodes for a while now, so yeah, big shout out to you. And he actually also referred us to a few places that we may put on our list as well.
Yes.
So that's always nice. Reality of it, if you do see us out and about as well, like flick us a wave, flick us a hey, you going. If Mr. B cuts you off or something like that, just maybe flick him the bird. Isn't that right?
If you're game enough to flick me the bird.
Oh, no, you don't cut people off. You're very good at driving. I am literally getting parched. It's warmed.
I'm getting a bit hangry.
You're getting hangry. I'm getting parched. It's definitely warmed up today, and I'm not complaining because we have had some really inclement weather, as you like to use that word.
Nice word, babe.
Thank you. It's a big word for my vocabulary. But actually, I think I've got to say that quick, or I don't get the letters out properly.
Vocabulary.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're going to the next stop on our list. So we've done tick, tick, and tick. I feel like we're making progress.
So using the word vocabulary, because you find it hard to say, just say the word in my bag of tricks.
Oh, what about my dictionary?
What's the other word you can't say?
I don't know. What word can't I say?
There's one that you get tongue twisted on.
I don't know. Actually, on that note, if you get tongue twisted with a word, and it can be a simple word, put it in the comments below, because honestly, I love reading every single comment, and sometimes it can be the most basic word, and sometimes you either have to say it really quick or it just doesn't come out. I don't know. Mr. B, I've just realised we've just done a whole lap of our first stop.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what happens when you're new in town.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, let's keep going.
Last stop.
Mr. B.
Yes.
Now, for those of you, now I'm giving you the pointy one, for those of you that know Mr. B.
Never point, use the knife hand.
Okay. For those of you who know Mr. B, no, he's not a big drinker. He only drinks to either A, put up with me sometimes, or B, if I make him. So anyway, on that note, Mr. B, would you like anything?
Some hard solo or some hard, and I've heard the new ones are out, lemon and lime solo.
Right. So
50 pack.
50 pack? Are you serious? They come in a 50 pack?
It was 10 a day to put up with you.
Reality of traveling full time. Back at camp, and you know what, Mr. B? I reckon your washing is dry.
Yep. Should be.
And we don't stop there. We are going to continue with our few bits and bobs we've got to do in the van, and then we've got something pretty exciting coming up shortly, and I know that it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, so that should be good. And then we've still got one important job to do that we cannot forget to do, because you know what, if we forget to do this job, we are going to be fined a lot of money, and you know what, that could be petrol money, so we've got to make sure that we do that.
What's that?
Are you kidding me? We've got to vote.
Oh yeah.
We've got to vote. We've got I don't even know, what is it? Is it
Queensland state elections.
State elections. So that's another thing, guys. You've got to remember, traveling full-time or even 6 months or a year or whatever, we've got an election in Queensland, which is where we are based, so to speak, at you know, at an address in Queensland. So we've got to vote.
Yeah.
But anyway, you've done a little bit of research on that, so that's another job that we've definitely got to get done as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get cracking.
Okay.
Unload digger and get in the van.
Voting when you're not in the state. So what I had to do was call the 1300 number and set up a PIN number, and they give you a client ID number, I suppose easiest, a number that you use when you vote. So you wait 15 minutes, call back. They do say do not divulge your name or any personal information, so they ask you for your code. You give them your code, then they ask for your PIN number, and then you give them the PIN number. They confirm that you are registered to vote in the Queensland state election, and then they go through the candidates for your area. They do have a second person there that witnesses everything, so they fill out your ballot paper, and then what they do is it gets signed by the witness. They pop it in the box, they come back to you on the phone, and they say your vote has been cast. Is there anything else? No, hang up, done. Pretty simple, especially if you're out of the state.
Just in regards to voting and stuff, living or traveling on the road, we also had a similar scenario actually when we were in Tasmania. So it was
a council election.
That's it, and it was similar process. So we definitely knew this time round that this was going to be something that we were able to do.
Yep.
You just also need to be, I guess, mindful of what's maybe coming up, and just listening out, that type of thing. So yeah, I guess tick, we've both voted.
Yep.
What clown's going to make it as the next Premier of Queensland? Who knows? On that note, I think I better sit here and have a few more drinks.
A couple other things just to discuss about the reality. So you have to be mindful, especially when travelling. You have to have a little bit of forethought into car servicing, van servicing, where you're going to be, and are you going to be able to do it. So depends if you're, a lot of people will self-service. We'll always go to Toyota or a reputable service place to get it serviced, as well as the van. The van requires regular servicing as well, just to keep everything smoothly running. So that's just something you need to be mindful of travelling, where you're going to be, and are you going to be able to get your van in. Speaking to van places, some are booked out till March, April, May next year.
Yeah.
Doing general servicing, warranty repairs. One guy said the biggest thing is warranty repairs and stuff like that. So you need to have some forethought where you're going to be. Call them in advance, see if you can actually get that done.
Well, my question was actually the last place we were at. We were just passing by and we needed a few bits and bobs, so we popped in. And just out of curiosity, I actually said to the owner there, like, how do you go with van repairs and stuff like that? And again, he was one that said, look, I'm fully booked until next year. And I was like, I understand that. I said, but what if, you had a full-time traveller, or not even a full-time traveller, like just somebody that popped past and they were literally in a situation. He's like, depending on the job, obviously they're going to try and help you out.
Yeah.
But I feel at the moment, with all of our travelling, even in Tasmania, we have such a shortage of tradespeople, not only in van and car servicing, in so many small businesses around Australia at the moment. So yeah, as Mr. B said, be mindful of that. Another thing that we will touch base on is medical.
Yep.
We had to go to the pharmacist today to get some medication for Mr. B.
Yep.
The one thing that we are very fortunate with, our GP, well, your GP, veterans GP on the Gold Coast, who is brilliant, and he has been Mr. B's doctor for many years now. We do book in advance our telehealth appointments with him because he gets extremely busy.
Yep.
However, he calls, if we need to do a FaceTime, he'll FaceTime, and we are lucky with him because he does e-scripts. Not all doctors do e-scripts.
No, they don't, and because it costs doctors a fee for the e-scripts, but my doctor, you know, if you need any scripts, he just e-scripts them.
Yeah. And
which is good because you go in the pharmacy, you open up the app, they scan the code, and then as soon as they've dispensed, you get another e-script saying back how many repeats you have left.
We've got a couple of other topics to cover on the reality of traveling.
Yeah.
Another one is definitely, it can be really, really, what is even the word? Testing, challenging. It can put a strain on the relationship. It can just be a real mood killer, especially when it just goes on and on and on.
Now, what are you talking about?
The weather.
Oh,
The weather.
That one.
We have definitely had our fair share of, I'm not even going to call it inclement weather, as I said earlier, because Mr. B likes to use that word. I'm going to call it absolutely weather, because you know what, it has been.
Yeah.
But
when you have
days,
days,
have no choice.
Yeah, when you have days and days and days of rain, right, and you may have planned some stuff to do, and you got to, well, you know, got to can that because it's outside.
Yeah.
Or when it's wet,
windy,
and it's cold.
And we have had a lot of times like that. No, I'm not going to say just being now, since we have hit the road again in this sort of setup. When we had the triangle, if you're looking at doing Tassie, and I've got to say Tassie is amazing, and I can't wait to go back to Tassie because I loved it. And if you really know me, I don't do the cold. Tassie was definitely a challenge.
Waratah.
Yeah, we had literally, I'm going to almost call weeks of really bad weather. So you do need to be prepared to that. You need to be mindful too that, like this video, not every day is going to be an Instagram day of fabulous places you got to go and see. We've been places that have been advertised as that because they are, when it's not clouded over, when it's not 100-kilometre winds, when it's not water almost over the bonnet. Getting there, isn't that right, Mr. B?
Yeah, but you've also got to be mindful though, these days where it's all just rain, you know, 3 or 4 days, if you're off grid, you've also got to take in consideration where you're getting your power from.
Exactly.
I mean, when we've been stuck in the van because of rain and cold and that, Mrs. B, she'll usually do the editing. You know, I'll watch a book, I'll read a book, watch a movie if we've got reception, you know, and I just try to stay out of her way.
Yeah, because it ain't pretty. So you've got to be mindful of that too. You've got to be mindful of that. A lot of people have asked, they've actually asked me, and they've probably asked Mr. B too, but I'm going to say he goes with the flow. A lot of people have asked, how does it go with your relationship traveling full time? And getting to the reality of that, I'm going to say when we very first started traveling, when we literally, I'm going to wind it back for those of you that haven't been watching or really don't know our story. We left
Valentine's Day.
Well, we did, but even winding it back before then, we left living on the Gold Coast. We lived on level 52 of a beautiful high-rise apartment overlooking Main Beach, and we literally decided in 12 weeks that we were getting rid of everything and we were hitting the road.
Yep.
So I'm talking way back then. And yes, we had our first little taster, if you might call it. We caught up with family of mine down in Pottsville, and then we officially left on Valentine's Day back in, when was that?
2022.
There you go. I'm not very good with dates. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna say that it probably took us a good, he has no idea what I'm going to say. This has not been scripted. I'm going to say that it took us at least 6 weeks to find our groove of just everyday stuff in the van. It's completely different to being at home, because I think at home you still have that area that you could possibly, even, I mean, for us, we live in a small apartment, but that you could go and do something else. You could go to another room, you could go out for a bit, whatever. And yeah, you can probably do some of those things traveling, but you've got to remember, it's just your caravan. You may be in a remote area or an isolated area. So don't think that everything's just going to be amazing when you first start traveling.
Yeah, but also you've got to remember, sometimes you don't have to be together 24/7.
No.
Mrs. B's likes op shopping.
Yes.
So I've stayed in the van and she's gone off and op shop, because that's not my sort of thing. I've been to Bunnings, I've been to BCF, I've been to Anaconda. And Mrs. B stays in the van because that's not really her thing.
Well, I do love it, but we end up spending more money. But even places that are completely remote, which we have done a lot of in the outback, sometimes you just need to gather your thoughts, or just have some downtime. So it could be sitting in a chair, looking at the view, reading a book, sitting in the hammock, chilling out. But I'm gonna say, if the first few weeks or whatever is tough, it's gonna get better. Definitely, 100%.
It is. Even at Uluru, you went to the pool. You went and did some art stuff.
Yeah. And same, like I'm the chatterbox, that doesn't have the inside voice. So I'm always the chatterbox. So, if we are even camping where there's, there may be even one person, chances are I'm going to be like, hi, how you going? Have a little chat. Whereas Mr. B, he's the quiet one. And on that note, we have copped a fair bit of negatives of Mr. B doing his quietness, but that's your personality too.
It is. So
you can't have two loud ones, because that would just be a disaster, wouldn't it?
It would. But then you still need to have your couple time as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we still have date night.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, date night's fun. I mean, even sometimes if we're somewhere that we're not actually going out, like Mr. B loves to take me to a pub or something like that, or we might just go, right, let's have a date day adventure, and that's something that we've done as well.
It is.
And then we might come back and I'll cook us up a nice dinner, and we'll just chill and just like talk and have conversation and enjoy our time together.
That's it. Sometimes you just got to take a breath.
Yeah.
And realise what you're actually doing, and consider yourself lucky that, or we consider ourselves very lucky that we can travel Australia full time. And that's what you've got to try to take the positives out of the negatives that arise.
Absolutely. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're going to chill for a little bit. We're going to sit here and enjoy our beautiful view, which I know you can't see, but you know what? I'm going to flick you up some footage and show you where we're staying. We're actually staying at a little, I'm going to call it, I found it on my Bible, the Wiki Camps. And the other thing we do love is supporting local people as well. Yeah. When we need to, we have to go into caravan parks sometimes. It's not probably something we love doing. So yeah, we're at a little camp off Wiki Camps, and it's absolutely been amazing. Our host here has been very accommodating. We're the only ones here, which we love, and we're just going to kick back, relax, and then a little bit later on, after you've had a look of everything around us, we have got something exciting. I know that I've said a little bit today. I'm so excited.
Yeah. But just one other thing.
I'm going to get a bit upset
That's
already.
Good. But one other thing we wanted to chat about was water.
Oh, that's totally random when I'm getting all teary about what we've got coming up, Mr. B.
It's okay. So, when you're off-grid, you have to be mindful of water, but also trying to find sources to acquire the water. There are a lot of places that there's rest stops that do have water. There's paid water. I would definitely not put bore water in my van and run it through the pumps and everything like that. Some people may go, you're crazy, bore water's fine. That's just my personal preference.
And we do run the external filter as well, but we're still not going to.
Yeah, we run 2 filters, so that's fine. But I just don't want to run bore water because sometimes it can be hard bore water, and that's only good for watering the garden, flushing the toilet, and stuff like that. So acquiring water, I mean, I'll usually go into the information centre and just ask them and say, you know, where's the best place, you know, for water. And we've paid for water before. It's usually $1 or $2 for a couple hundred litres. So
Wiki Camps again is a good one for that, and you know, as Mr. B said, information centre. So you don't want to run out of water because you know what, especially travelling Australia in the outback, remote, which we have done, and we're definitely heading back that way. You do need, and I guess too with your military experience, that's one thing that we definitely carry is extra water.
Yeah, so I now at the moment carry 40 litres of spare water as an emergency. I mean, you can live off about a litre of water a day if you have to, but yeah, you don't want to be out without water.
Exactly. All right, on that note, I'm going to get ready for what's coming up and enjoy the view of where we're staying. Guys, let's see.
How are ya?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hang on a second, Dad. The fans want to say happy birthday. Hang on. They're here.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, here they are. You can wish Dad a happy birthday, everybody, because he's here. It's Dad's birthday. Look at that. I bet you weren't expecting this.
I wasn't expecting this.
Look, we got chippies.
Oh my God, great.
Hey, Mr. B, don't knock my drink over.
Snakes.
We got lollies.
Oh, I had some of them today. I had some of them in bananas.
Where's your beer, Dad?
It's in the garage on the bench. I just hopped out of the car.
Oh, you better go get it.
All I am is just sitting on the bench.
Okay.
I just thought I'd better put them anyway because I'm
Oh.
hanging out in it.
Oh, Dad's probably been hooning today on his birthday
Oh, he lost
in the
it.
mini.
Okay.
Yeah. Go get
Coming
your
out again now.
go get your beer. Oh,
Well, it looks sunny there.
We'll be back in a minute, okay?
Dad's just gonna get his beer, guys, so then we can have a little
Okay,
party.
I'm here now.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Where's the beer? Hang on. We're having a real party. Show everybody. Hey. Cheers, Dad. Hey. Mm. Look at this. I even got you a sign.
Oh, bloody hell, look at that.
Look at that. So this is one of the other things that we were talking about today. Keeping it real and missing out on birthdays. But we're not going to let Dad miss out on having a birthday with us.
Okay.
Everyone's wished a happy birthday, Dad.
Oh, thanks very much, Greg. Good work. Keep it up. I'll be here next year.
And what else you got to tell them, Dad? Don't skip the ads and keep watching us.
No, I don't skip the ads. I even play them twice.
Yeah, but you got to tell everybody. Subscribe
Play the ads. Play those ads. Do not skip the ads.
and subscribe.
And subscribe.
That's it.
Thumbs up.
And a thumbs up.
And a thumbs up. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for all that, guys. Dad has had a great day.
Yes.
He had lunch and he's had oysters and he's got his coldies and
He's having steak for dinner.
he's having steak for dinner.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
this is Australia, you know.
Oh dear. Oh.
Okay.
Alrighties. Well,
Okay.
we'll catch up with you soon, Dad.
No troubles. Just be careful, please.
We will.
Well,
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Whatever. What does that even mean? I've never even heard that.
What? Don't take any wooden nickels.
No.
Don't take any stuff that's not real off anybody.
Oh, okay. There you go. If you haven't heard that before, you've heard it from Dad.
never heard of
You've
wooden
heard
nickels.
it from G Dad. Ah dear. Alrighty.
Oh, dear.
Love-
Nowadays, I got as many lines as a highway's got.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well enjoy your night.
I make a lot of them up too.
Oh my goodness, what have we done? What have we done? But you know what, guys?
Okay.
We're keeping it real.
I'm going now, okay? I'm going.
Alright. Love you heaps and we'll chat to you soon.
Okay, darling. See you, David.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
See ya.
See you, Dad. Bye. Bye. Oh, what the heck was that about? I've never even heard of that. Have you guys heard of that?
A wooden nipple.
Not nipple.
Oh,
Nickel.
oh, wooden nickel.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mr. B. How many hard solos have you had?
Half.
Oh my goodness. I just can't.
What was the second line?
He's got more lines than a highway. Oh my goodness.
Your dad's so funny.
He is a cracker and absolutely love him to bits. Alright. I think we're done. I think we've had such a great day of reality of living full time on the road and just the things that you do and you have to do and
Oh, that's it.
you don't get there, you aren't there to do. So yeah, thanks for sticking it out, guys. If you've lasted this long, we're gonna finish the rest of the night with our party.
It will.
We are, and yeah. On that note, Mr. B, it's over to you. Oh, you gotta have another drink.
Okay, guys. Go on adventures. Have fun. Always remember, when you're out there, please be safe.
And we'll see you next episode, guys.